No, your video is choppy now.
Oh yeah, cause I'm not at home. I'm at the beach this time. I'm really at the beach. So I don't know if the internet connection is good or not out here. So let me try to share my screen. Hey, can you enable the screen, Douglas?
Yes. Oh,
Yeah, he's
I
got it.
got it. All right, you can do it now.
All right, cool. Put my screen on the desktop. Share. All right. So today we're gonna talk about YouTube. Yay!
Hey.
All right, so we're gonna dive right into it. So this is YouTube 101. So we're gonna talk about talking head videos. Can somebody tell me what a talking head video is? Anybody?
It's when just a person is in the video talking head.
Pretty much, yeah. That's all it is. It's really simple. It's when a subject you is talking to the camera, like basically how I'm doing now. I'm talking to the camera. Like 99% of YouTube videos are like this. Mostly, they're just talking to the camera about whatever the case, whatever subject they're talking about. So I want to talk about when you're doing your videos, your lighting and your composition and your background. I know a lot of YouTubers, they emphasize on the background. And what I did here was I have color lights in my background to make my background more interesting. And I have one light. It's on the side here, my right, on camera right, hitting my face. Here's just a breakdown. My key, so key light is your main light. That's what we call your main light source, your key light. So you want to have a key light no matter what video you're doing, whether you have, if you don't have a light, try to find a window with light coming through. But that will only like limit you to when you can shoot. But a lot of times I had to use my window light because I didn't have a light on hand. So this is just a diagram of basically most of my YouTube setups. So the camera is always, I always try to be like have distance. So the camera is about, it depends on what lens you use, whether you put the camera 6 to 3 feet away, but this will vary. But I have my light off to the side here. So this is me. And I have my light off to the side, and I'm always at least 6 feet away from the background. Reason being because the further you're away from your background, the more depth you create and the more pleasing your video looks. Because you don't want to shoot up against a wall, especially if you're using lights. Your light is going to, your shadow is going to hit that wall and it's going to be distracting and disgusting. And a good way to do that is have your light higher and point your light down like 45 degrees. That way your shadow is hitting the floor versus the wall. Any questions before I move on? Hello, are we still there?
Yeah, we're still here.
All right. Um, so this is an example where I didn't have a light. I used my window as my key light because my window was literally like a foot maybe off screen, and I'm using that to illuminate me. Now I'm closer to the camera in this case, but my background is still like 5 to 6 feet away to add depth to the whole image. All right, so what are the three main things in a talking head video? We just covered it. Anybody want to tell me?
Key light, subject, background.
Pretty much. So it's really, you was close. So lighting, composition, background. Yeah. So most talking head videos with your composition, you're directly in the middle of the camera, and there's no right or wrong way to do it, but I've noticed the best way to do it is to be in the middle because you're the focal point of that, of the video, basically. So the most important thing outside of video, what is that? The most important thing.
Come on, Zai. Come on, Naomi.
So
Volume?
all right, so the most important thing would be, hold on. It'll be your audio. So you will close when you say volume. It'll be your audio, because if you can't hear, then there's no point in watching the video. You just seeing lips moving, and it's just, yeah. What's the point of having, like, if I was teaching this entire class and you couldn't hear me, it'd be useless. So my audio is pretty much the most important thing in any video, unless it's a silent movie, then that doesn't. We're talking about talking heads. So, so I want to get into like a simple like starting kit, the gear you can use. So if you already own, so I'm assuming you already own a camera or you already have a cell phone, which you can use for a lot of these videos. So you have, I saw these lights here. They're two small lights, about maybe 6 inches or whatever. And they're like $60 for 2 lights, and you get the different colors. For like, I would use these. If you have a key light, you can use these in the background to add color to your background. These are more professional lights. These are lights that I use for a lot of my corporate gigs and YouTube videos. These are a lot pricier, but these are still on the cheap end. The more like, the higher you get, lights can cost like $3,000-$4,000, but really overkill for starting out. So this is for, if you, like we mentioned vlogging last week. If you're vlogging on your cell phone, this is definitely a great setup. I know Movo makes amazing products. So you get the whole handheld rig and you get the microphone that all goes into your phone. And this is great for cell phone videos. If you're vlogging on your phone, it's great to have this. And yeah, it's just, you got clean audio and you have a grip to hold your phone. Versus holding your phone, you're holding the grip. And if you already have a camera, I recommend this mic here. This is what I use for all my vlogs. This is probably one of my favorite mics ever. I'm just being biased. It's, to me, it's the best mic that I've ever used, and it's only like $59. You can find this at Best Buy. Or all these are on Amazon, and I will have to share the links with you guys. And this is a wireless lavalier microphone. I use this on some vlogs, but I use this on all my talking head videos. Like this video here. If you can see, the microphone is on my shirt. So I use that mic for all my YouTube videos. And I use this one too, like the one with the window. I had this microphone I was using for that video. So, any questions?
No.
Sure.
No.
All right, so I'm gonna show you guys a quick, like how I edit my videos, my YouTube talking head videos, my process, and what I'm thinking behind it. So, go back to share my screen real quick. All right. My desktop needs to be cleaned. All right. So let's get in the Wii video. Yay. Reload. All right, so this is a video that I shot a long time ago. Well, about a couple months ago. I'm just talking about my favorite tech that I used over the last year or whatever. So you can see this is raw footage. I'm not cutting anything out.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Randy with On Edge TV, and today we're going to talk about my favorite tech that I have accumulated over the past year. So, to get started,
I messed up a lot. So what I would do is I messed up there. So Wii video is cool because you can click on these 3 dots here. Can y'all see my mouse?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
I click on these 3 dots here, and nope, sorry, wrong one. I click on the arrow and I go here, and you can expand. So I can see my audio files. That's really important when you're chopping out your mistakes, because you don't want to chop out certain like phrases and words. So I know I messed up. So that's a bust. So I'm gonna go here and cut that out. Delete. See what I got here. Nope, I went too far.
So number one.
And if you mess up, you can hit Command or Control Z and just undo everything you just did. So
Yeah, I messed up.
all right.
What's up, guys?
Let me zoom in. Cool. So I start here. Cut that. It's very like it's tedious when you're editing. All right. Let's move to the beginning.
What's up, guys? Your boy Randy with On Edge TV. So I want to talk to you guys about my favorite tech that I have accumulated over the past year. Being stuck at home, I have a lot of time to go through my things, and I realized I do have some favorite tech. So let's talk about it.
I just do like an intro, and I would cut that, and then I would add my YouTube intro. I'm gonna cut it all out, but I would. All right. So I have an intro here that I've already pre-made. So I would add that in there. So after this, preparing preview. Come on, Wii video. Guess we gotta wait. All right.
Let's talk about it.
I have like 50,000 that I've done on YouTube. So you can do whatever you want. You don't have to add an intro, but my outline when I do YouTube videos, I always talk about what the video is about in the beginning. Then I go to my YouTube intro, and then I come back in with the actual video. So now we're back. Go ahead.
How did you make your YouTube intro?
I use After Effects. What I do is, my business, I specialize in creating like animations and intros. So all of my intros, I customize and create myself. But there are like so many different avenues. You got Fiverr, where you can get an intro created for like $5. And it's like, there's a lot of different ways. You have, I don't know if WeVideo have templates for that. They might. I haven't really got into that. But I know with Final Cut Pro, you can download templates. Premiere Pro, you can get templates for free. It's a lot of different ways. But yes, that's a whole different ball game. But yeah, so Fiverr, it's Fiverr. You can go in there and just type in YouTube intro or logo animation intro, and you can get them as low as $5, and they create a professional, kind of like the one I just have here. And yeah,
I actually got one made the other day on Fiverr.
You ain't call me? No.
Oh man.
All right. So it's the really important thing about having your WAV file here, because I can see just by looking at the WAV file that I'm going to start talking at this point. So a lot of times when I'm editing my talking videos, I look at the WAV file versus the video. So I know to start right here, because that's when I start talking. Then I'll just move it back, and then I'll check it. So I messed up on that part.
So number one.
So pretty much you're just going through, cutting out everything you messed up on. A lot of times when I'm editing these, I would literally construct whole new sentences. I would say one thing and then edit it and say something totally different, because I don't want to sound
I want to talk about the iPad Pro, the 2018 version. I know the 2020 version is pretty dope. I don't have that yet, but
a lot of people use,
the iPad Pro has been one of my best.
Instead of having a straight like video, you can go in, right, and I would cut anywhere. Let's say I go right here.
The iPad Pro has been one of my best purchases.
All right, I'll cut again, and I'll come to this video, and I would zoom in, and let's realign it. So I'm not cutting my head off. So what I'm doing is I'm faking a second camera angle. So if you look at this clip from here,
pretty dope. I don't have that yet, but
So with doing
The
that,
iPad Pro
it
has been
looks like. Let's go back.
one of my best purchases so far.
You're
I
basically
found
taking
myself
a
replacing my
camera and
MacBook
punching
a
it.
lot of
So it's
times
more
with
interesting
the
versus having the same video for like 5-10 minutes. You're adding.
pretty dope. I don't have that yet, but the iPad Pro has been one of my best purchases so far. I found myself replacing my MacBook a lot of times with the
So
iPad Pro. When I
that's
travel,
pretty
I
much.
leave my
And I would just go through the whole video doing that. This video took me, the final video, this final video took me like 3 hours to edit. Because I added a bunch of stuff. Like I can show some of it. Look at YouTube real quick. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. All right.
Yeah, if you send me the link, your bandwidth is low. I can play it from my screen.
Okay. Yeah. I'm way out of like the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm gonna text you the links. I can't even load YouTube on my computer.
Okay.
So, on how I edit my videos.
I have a question. You said sometimes you actually when you edit, you say something different or you make something different. What did you mean by that?
Yeah, like sometimes I would make, because it's especially when I'm doing interview style videos too, and people are talking. You would say a word like it was very, very cold outside. I would probably take out very, very and say it was cold outside. Versus like it was one time where I was doing a video with a firefighter. He was saying something and I just moved a certain word, but the video will chop. That's why like when you go to like when I zoomed it in and zoomed it out, when you change your words, you would change the video too, if it makes sense. So you would
Gotcha.
zoom in when you cut. So it's not like a jump cut and it looks like staggery. It looks like a second camera angle. So it's flowing seamlessly.
That's crazy. I always
So
wondered
that's why
about
because there's no way when you're doing yeah, like when you're talking about something, right? There's no way you're gonna get it perfect.
Right.
So that's why when you see a video, when you're watching YouTube and the video zooms in a little bit, they cut something out because they messed up. Or if they throw footage on top of it, they messed up and they was trying to hide that mess up.
Right.
So they throw footage on top of it to hide the cut. Yeah.
I never thought about doing that. That way,
Yeah.
I usually use B-roll to cover it up.
that.
Yeah, so if you don't have B-roll, that's a great way to cover it up. It's just to zoom in or
Right.
zoom out.
Yeah, gotcha. Cool, man.
That's hold on, Jordan. I got you.
That's okay.
All right, I texted to you. So this is pretty much, it's the same video, but this is very polished with the final like edit, music and everything.
So
You get it, Jordan?
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen now. Share computer sound. All right, everybody can see my screen?
Yep.
What's up, guys? Your boy Randy with On Edge TV. So I want to talk to you guys about my favorite tech that I have accumulated over the past year. Being stuck at home, I have a lot of time to go through my things, and I realized I do have some favorite tech. So let's talk about it. So number one I want to talk about the iPad Pro, the 2018 version. I know the 2020 version is pretty dope. I don't have that yet, but the iPad Pro has been one of my best purchases so far. I found myself replacing my MacBook a lot of times with the iPad Pro. When I travel, I leave my Mac home and I take my iPad. You can do a lot. You can transfer files from a memory card to your hard drive. You can do editing. I do all of my photo editing on my iPad, and I even do some rough cut stuff on my iPad. The next thing on my list is the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Yes, this phone is a beast. I know I mention it in just about every other YouTube video I do, but this phone is probably, well, it's my favorite phone. It's not the best phone out, but it's my favorite phone that I own. I know the Galaxy S20 is out and it's crazy, but we're talking about my favorite tech that I own. So the iPhone it's fast. The camera is beast, yo. The camera is amazing. I find myself leaving my camera at home and using my iPhone a lot more. The photos out of this thing is crazy. The video quality is crazy. Some people can't even tell the difference, honestly. I put a video up and I shot and edited on my phone, and a lot of people can't tell the difference. So I think that's pretty dope. And yeah, it's like I said, it's fast, reliable. It hasn't really crashed to me much. I haven't had any bug issues so far, my phone per se. But yeah, I mean, that's just me. But yeah, so I want to move on to my next favorite thing is the Power Beats Pro. The Power Beats Pro are beast, yo. They sound great. These are the only pair of earbuds that work with my ears. Like literally no earbuds ever work in my ears. Like the AirPods never work. The AirPod Pros, they wouldn't fit no matter what tip I use. Nothing works. Nothing stays in my ear, and they're all uncomfortable. But I tried the Power Beats Pro, and they are the only ones that work for me. They stay in my ear. I can keep them in my.
My bad, Randy. I couldn't even see the chat.
All right, so with the audio, I didn't use my lavalier. I actually used the shotgun mic that I showed you guys, and I had the shotgun mic on the left, well, camera left, the right side of me. I had it on a Gorilla Pod, like a small tripod, and I had it pointing at me. But with that, everything around me was really quiet. So the only thing audio was picking up was me, and it did pick up a little bit of air in the room, like a little bit of reverb and echo. But I went in and removed the noise and all that stuff in the video, and you can do all that in Soundtrap too if you want to remove noise and denoise it, de-reverb and all that stuff. But so far, anybody got any questions on YouTube talking head videos?
No.
Okay, so do you guys have a better understanding? Feel confident in shooting your own talking head videos now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, what I want you guys to do this week, if you can, shoot a talking head video. It doesn't matter what you talk about, as long as it's appropriate. And just send me the YouTube link. It can be private, unlisted, or it can go public. And really practice with like editing out your mistakes. You don't have really have an intro, but I would say practice with putting music under your vocals, so you can get familiar with mixing audio, like balancing audio with your vocals and the music. Douglas, look like you want to say something.
Oh no. I was just gonna tell them that we're using BandLab now, so you can really make some really nice music. For you should check it out too, Randy, if you haven't. Really nice tracks for underneath. So
Yeah.
if they go and it's a free, they're all free accounts. Everything's free. So I would suggest them to go to BandLab. If you go to our resource website, there are links to BandLab, and you just join up, and I think it'll be really beneficial for doing video.
And another tip for YouTube, when you do YouTube videos, always say like and subscribe. That's like the biggest thing. Always remind people to like your videos and subscribe. And then at the end of your videos, link them to another video. I don't know if you guys are familiar with in-screen annotations on YouTube, but the last 20 seconds of your video, you can add in-screen annotations, meaning you can link other videos you've done or even somebody else's videos. You can add a subscribe button. But a lot of times now, I try to mention like and subscribe at the beginning of the video, the middle of the video, and at the end. I know it's a lot, but you want people to, because me, when I'm watching YouTube and I like your video, I won't think to subscribe to your channel until you say subscribe. I'm like, oh, okay, let me subscribe to this person. So that's just another tip. And when you're doing your videos, just make sure you're in a really quiet place. Again, if you don't have lights, shoot. If you
I didn't hear
out the
anything
window.
you said.
Go ahead.
I didn't hear anything you said. You broke up.
Oh, no. What's the last thing you heard?
I heard you said to be in a quiet place.
Okay. Yeah, so when you're doing your videos, be in a quiet place so you're not getting a lot of disturbance in your audio. Like if you're shooting a video, you don't want to hear people in the background walking, talking, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, and then for lighting, I would literally just sit in front of a window. But dress up your background, make it look nice. It don't have to be super fancy as long as it looks clean and nice. Visually appealing.
Zane and Naomi, why don't you show Randy, Mr. Randy, your video that y'all did? I don't know if he saw it before.
Oh yeah, I showed that last week.
But,
Oh, I
yeah.
thought you were talking about like a video that we have on our channel together.
Oh no, maybe I'm not talking about.
Yeah, I was talking about the one. What was the?
The one where I ran into the wall.
Yeah, because that's one also that I think if you have it still, you might want to pull that in and edit that also along with creating a new one. You might want to practice on editing that. So that's why I wanted Randy to see it, so he might be able to give you some ideas to make it even nice, even cooler.
Can you guys link your YouTube
I think Jordan's gonna pull it up.
Okay.
so I can subscribe, see you guys' channels. I'll link mine as well. Where is my channel?
Find it, Jordan.
Nah. They might have to. Oh, I found it. Here we go.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Hi, Petey. Hi. You knew me. I saw you.
Okay, wait, here. Let me try. Here. Ow! Wait, your feet down a little bit. There we go. Go.
Petey.
Did you want me to keep going? You want to play the whole thing, or
No.
you're saying?
No.
Okay.
Alrighty. It's I mean, if you all right, that what I would do is you can edit out the part where you're handing like switching the phones, like when you hand off the phone, you can just edit that part out.
Okay.
More like, and you can add like funny music when she, like when you hit the wall, you can add like some funny sound effects or something, just to emphasize that you got hit, and then replay the hit. And,
Okay.
you know, oh, you got hit because everyone's laughing, so I'm assuming it's comical and everyone wants to laugh more. So it's a little bit of sound design. You see those videos when somebody fall and they just replay the fall over and over again and then add music to it, makes it 10 times funnier.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Maybe even cut down some of the intro too.
Yeah.
Like, because the quicker you get to the punchline, you got people's attention maybe.
Yeah, people's attention spans are like 7 to 15 seconds.
Mm.
Right.
You gotta grab them in 10 seconds. Like, all right, 10 seconds in the video, I gotta grab your attention.
And people are likely to share it even more if you get right to the funny part, because that's what people want, because they have that meme kind of mentality.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
people
thumbnails.
say it again.
You say your thumbnail also.
Right.
Your thumbnails are probably the most important thing on YouTube, honestly. If you have really engaging thumbnails that stick out, then people will click on your video.
Explain to them what a thumbnail is.
So when you're on YouTube and you see,
Like the picture of what the video is going to be about.
yes,
Yeah.
that's thumbnail. I never had to explain thumbnail before. That was a great explanation, actually. You could be teaching the class by next week. So yeah. Any other questions for me?
No.
As far as YouTube?
Nope.
Cool. So what are you guys gonna talk about this week on YouTube?
You gotta unshare.
I don't know. We don't know. We need to come.
So what are your YouTube channels about? I'll start with Naomi because you're the first on my list. So Naomi, what's your YouTube channel about, or what do you want your channel to be about?
So on my YouTube channel, I do dancing, and I'm also a songwriter. So I'll be like, writing songs, putting on YouTube too, and blogs and stuff like that.
Okay, cool. I would say you can do a video, a writing session. Like you can set the camera up and you can talk about your process on writing a song and why you decided to write it this way versus that way. What's going through your head while you're writing? I think that'll be a great video. Because I don't write music, but I watch those videos. I do write music. I lied.
I was like,
I'm not a.
What'd he say?
Man,
I don't. But yeah, I wrote one song. I wrote one song. So one
really?
song. But the EP is dropping though. What's up? No. Okay, so yeah, that's cool. And so yeah, so I know with your channel, songwriting and dancing, and your vlogging, I would definitely hammer down that niche and focus on that. And really like focus on your videos will be surrounded by those 3 topics. Like my YouTube channel is filmmaking and tech. So I only talk about tech and filmmaking. So Zai, what's your channel about?
I just like vlog, or I just well, technically I have 3 channels. I have one that's just my personal channel, and then I have one with me and my sister, and then I have one with Naomi and with our other friend.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a mixture. Like me and my sister
Okay.
on our channel, we do like challenges and stuff, or we're just like us just talking to each other because her conversation is like, I don't know, she's so funny. And then on my channel, I just do things that like interest me, like if I'm cooking or if I'm like making a craft because I do a lot of crafting, um, and just like a day in my life or like get ready with me, like just different things like that.
Great. And that's also a great market on YouTube. Daniel crafts. People like to listen to people talk about their opinions on certain topics. Even if you have a craft that you like or whatever the case.
But I
So yeah,
also like,
you guys have great channels.
but
Channels
I
that can
like,
go far. Honestly.
thank you. I did like I think my last video I did like a singing cover thing because I like to sing, and
Mm-hmm.
also on me and Naomi's channel and our other friend Rayma, we're gonna probably do like singing videos because we're in the process of like writing a song.
Nice, nice. That's dope.
So
So
she,
you guys can take these same techniques and take it far. So just the overview, just lighting, composition, have a nice background, and audio.
Just as to cut in, did you guys get on Naomi and Zai? Have you gotten on to We Video yet?
Yes, I've actually been using that to edit my videos.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
How
And
about Naomi?
Not really.
Did you get on it? Were you able to get on it?
Yes.
Okay, good.
now I know the biggest thing when I talk to people about YouTube, their biggest thing is editing, and that's why they don't have like YouTube videos. Because I had someone reach out to me and was like, "I want to do YouTube, but I don't want to edit." So if you guys work together, let's say if Zai loves editing or whatever the case may be, you guys can work together and one person does all the editing. If you love the editing part, because that's the great thing about having somebody you can create with. Because even in like my circle of friends, we would do a YouTube video together, and I would do the editing, and they would just be like the face, whatever the case may be. But on my YouTube channel, I do everything. So yeah, because I know editing it's one of those things to where you have to really like editing, and if you don't really like it, you're not going to ever do it. I've been doing video for 11 years, and I started out loving editing, but I hate it now. Believe it or not, I'm more of a camera guy versus an editor. So when we do bigger projects, I would hire an editor. So I don't even touch the edit, honestly.
Mm.
I only edit when I have to. So
Wow.
you just gotta find your niche and hammer it to the ground.
Editing can be sort of difficult sometimes.
Go ahead.
I said editing can be sort of difficult sometimes. Like right now at the moment, I'm editing a video for me and Naomi channel. It's she's like our cousin, but she's like a family friend too, and she just turned 10, so we recorded like the whole thing. So I'm trying to edit everything together because it was like a lot of footage. But like after a while you can like get a headache because you're like doing a lot of work. So I had to like take a break.
So the cool thing about that, I gotta send you guys my editing tips video that can apply to almost every editing software. But the main thing with editing is organization. If you organize everything, it'll be easier to edit. Because if you, I wish I could show you guys one of my projects, but it's my other computer. But I've edited projects with almost 1,000 video clips in it, maybe more. I can't remember, but we had that project was 750 gigs worth of just video files. So and it was like 5 cameras going at once. and it took a week to edit. So it was a headache. But the thing that helped me the most was I organized everything. So I would go through all the footage, because once you go through every single file, all your footage, and you organize it and put them in its own. Like, I don't know if WeVideo can do bins and folders. I'm assuming they can. Because what I do is I use Premiere Pro, so I will put all my stuff in a bin. Like, say I'm doing a 3-day shoot, I will put day 1 is in this folder, day 2 goes in this folder, day 3 will go in that folder. Or if I'm doing multiple cameras, Jordan's camera will go in his own folder, Douglas' camera footage will go in this folder, and then my footage will go in this folder. So if I'm looking for a shot and I know Jordan got that shot, I know exactly where to find it versus going through everything in one pool. So that can help. Editing is organization, and I know editing is the biggest pain ever, especially the more footage you have. And the biggest thing with vlogs, I want to throw that out there. The biggest thing with a vlog is basically a short film. It's a story. You're telling a story. That's all you're doing. You want people to follow you like a story. And I know in every story you have a climax and a resolve. So when you do a vlog, because I know people just vlog their day. Okay, I'm getting coffee. I'm going to Walmart. I'm going home. So, okay, you wake up. What's your problem? What's the conflict? Okay, I wake up. The coffee machine doesn't work. Okay, that's my first conflict. So now I got to go find coffee because I need my coffee. So I'm going to go to Starbucks, but the line is super long. So I waited 30 minutes to Starbucks line to get coffee. And then I go to Walmart and they don't have what I need from Walmart. And then you've resolved that issue. So it's like a short film because every single movie has a conflict and it has a resolve. So you want to take that same concept with your vlogs. Like I did a vlog on 4th of July last year. I was just vlogging my family's get together. And my conflict was my Facebook account got hacked. So I lost my account of 10 years. And I titled the vlog, I lost my Facebook account dash happy 4th of July. So I wanted to see what we did for 4th of July, but I used my Facebook account getting hacked into as bait to draw people in. And everyone just commented on Facebook and just didn't say anything about. I only mentioned Facebook once out of that whole 5-minute video. It took me 20 seconds to mention Facebook, and they still watched the whole video to see what happened with Facebook. So, and at the Facebook didn't work. So. So I talked about my problem in the beginning. The whole video was unrelated. Then at the end, I said, I lost my account. I got to start over. Then when I did a vlog when I went to the Bahamas for my corporate commercial that I shot. Basically, the conflict was, it's hot. It's been a long week. And I literally almost drowned in the ocean. That's a true story.
Dang.
Because I never went snorkeling before. So because I skipped the orientation snorkeling, right? And I had to shoot. I had to like literally jump in the ocean and shoot underwater footage. I know how to swim. I'm a great swimmer. So I'm like, I'm cocky. I can swim. It's nothing. I got this. I jump off that boat 20 feet. I had a life jacket, but my life jacket snapped and went up. And I'm just like, I don't know how to use the little flippers or whatever. I'm sinking to the bottom. Like, I know how to swim, but I freaked out. So the lifeguard threw the thing and I held it. I'm sitting there like, just take the camera. I'm done. but I'm good. I'm good now. Like after practicing, I feel like a pro, but it's nothing. It was just scary for the first time. So I was like, oh God. So that really intrigued people on, not only that, but I had great scenery. I shot the island, had great footage of the ocean. It was great footage of being on the boats and stuff, jumping in the ocean. So it was a 15-minute vlog, but people watched the whole thing because every single day was something different, a different problem resolution. So it was a story. It was like a movie. So yeah, I say all that to say is treat your vlogs like mini movies, short stories. And yeah, I mean, that's because vlogging is definitely, to me, it's the hardest thing for me. Because I'm trying to tell a story. Like if I'm gonna vlog, let's say I was gonna vlog the protest in Charlotte, right? But I was like, how can I tell the story? So I just didn't do it because I couldn't figure out a story. I write all my vlogs down. Every YouTube idea, I write it on paper or my notes app on my phone, beginning to end. I even write down every shot that I want to get. So if I'm doing a vlog, okay, I want to get a shot of my feet walking to the car. I want to get a shot of my hand opening the door to leave the house. I want to get a shot of me unlocking my car with my keys, you know, stuff like that. And then I go as far as setting up the camera in the car, get out the car, walk in the car with the camera rolling. And I've done stuff where I walk up the steps, I set the camera at the bottom of the steps, walk up the steps, walk back down the steps, move the camera to the top of the steps, walk back down the steps, and walk up the steps. So in the video, it's like somebody shooting me and it's just a seamless walk. But I walked up that one flight of steps like 10 times just to use 3 shots. So you want to go that extra mile for your vlogs.
And also, can you talk to them about storyboarding? That's
Yes, honestly, I never storyboard.
okay.
Because I don't know how to draw, so I don't do storyboards. I'm a shot list kind of guy, so I write down I write down shot by shot sometimes. But storyboarding basically is when you draw out your shots, your story. So, say the first shot would be you walking outside your house. So you would just draw what you want that shot to look like. So I would draw the house and I would draw a person and draw an arrow pointing to where they're going to walk. And then your next shot would be hopping in the car. So then you would just draw the car and the person opening the door to the car. So that's pretty much what storyboarding is. You're just basically drawing out your video frame by frame in picture format. And it's really important, like it's in Hollywood films, they do storyboards and shot lists. They will write out the shots and they will draw those shots because you have storyboard artists. Their only job is to draw the shots you want. That's it. And they get paid so much money. I don't even want to talk about it.
And the reason, what's the reason behind storyboarding?
It's so you're basically giving your camera crew and your crew on set a visual representation of what your film is going to look like. Now, a lot of times it will change when you get on set or in the heat of the moment. You might be like, okay, I want to add this. I didn't think about it till then. But your storyboard is just basically an overview, like an outline, a general outline of what you should follow. And it helps with keeping everything scheduled so you don't forget the shots you need. So, okay, I know I need to get the shot of the house, but in the moment I might forget. So let me refer back to my storyboard to see if I shot everything I need. Then you go to your storyboard, oh, I forgot to shoot the coffee maker. Let me go ahead and get that shot. So yeah, even in vlogs, every vlog is, most of it staged. Not all of it, but a lot of it is staged. And you're just basically giving your viewers a short film to watch. They're watching a movie of your life. So you're just shooting a movie of your life. That's all a vlog is.
So also, does that help with setting up camera angles and stuff like that?
It helps with camera angles. Because a lot of times I would get on a set and I just go blank and don't know what to shoot. But if I have a storyboard or a shot list, I don't have to think as much. And I can just focus on the creative side of things. So yeah, it's definitely to plan out everything beforehand. If you know you want to vlog your dance classes or whatever the case may be, plan it out. Think about, write out or draw out how you want your vlog to look like. Okay, I know I want a shot of the dance class. Okay, but how are you going to get those shots? What angles are you going to shoot in the studio? What shots are you going to shoot? How are you going to introduce the dance studio? What characters are you going to introduce A lot of times it might be freestyle because you might not know this person's coming and you want them to be in the vlog. But always ask people, is it okay if I can film you in my vlog? Because that will get you out of a lot of trouble. Because if I shoot somebody and I put the video out, they can sue me, kinda. So you want to get their permission. Is it okay to be in my vlog? And if they say yes,
Should it be written? Should it be written release or should it
I mean, in
verbal is good enough?
case, not really. I would say more so verbal. But like if you're doing a commercial or a short film or anything of a commercial like standard, like if I'm doing a commercial or a movie, I would get written documents. But if it's just like a vlog, like I know in the Bahamas when I did that vlog and the commercial, everyone signed a release form to be on camera regardless. So it was okay for me to use release form for to be on my camera. So
Right.
and as
So
far as shooting your family, they don't. So when I shoot when I shoot vlogs of my family, they will say, "Don't put me on camera." That's okay, cool. But if they don't say anything, they don't care.
the other thing I'm gonna see if we can get there's some release forms and stuff like that. Put them in the Google
I have
Classroom.
release forms that I've used.
Yeah,
They're on my hard drive back in Charlotte. So when I get home, I'll definitely dig through them
yeah. If you can send them to
and send them.
Jordan, and so we can put them on the we'll put them on the resource page, and we'll also put them in Google Classroom.
Yeah. So you will need release forms and location release forms. So talent release forms and location release forms. The difference between location release forms is whoever owns that building or house, you're saying it's okay for me to use your location for video. Because if you go to your grandma's house and you shoot a vlog in her house and she said, I don't want my house on camera, then you can't use that video. But if she says yes, she signed a release form, then she can't tell you took the video down because she signed. And a talent release form is the person is saying you can use my likeness in your video. That's all that is.
Okay.
And then you have a music release form, basically saying I'm giving you permission to use my music for your video. And there's so many different release forms out there, just thousands. It's a
But
release form for everything.
right, but Naomi and Zaya, it's always good to have these release forms so that you know you never know if somebody may want to use something that you've done in a commercial or commercially, and having those release forms, just as a backing, even between each other. You know what I mean? Because you never know what's going to go on in the future. you know, so just
Yeah.
even if you're filming each other, you should have release forms for each other, and it doesn't hurt to have that in a file cabinet or whatever somewhere where you know that everybody that you have on film has released their, did a talent release and all that kind of stuff. You could never be safe enough, because things change when money comes into hand. So, like, say for instance, if you all did, let's say you did that video that we just saw, and I don't know, for some reason, some some commercial company wanted to use just you running into a wall to emphasize something, and they said, "Can we just use that little spot of your video?" And then whoever was in the video says at that time, "Well, uh, I don't want to be on commercial. I don't want to be part of this, or I never thought." And now all of a sudden you got a problem because now a company may be wanting to pay you thousands of dollars just for that little clip. I'm just making something up, but that's what could happen along the way. You may shoot something and you never know, somebody may pick it up and want to use it into a actual commercial that's going to go on TV and stuff like that. They're going to ask you for releases, and you're gonna have to show them, yeah, I have the proper releases and stuff like that. So it's always good to be prepared with all of the paperwork and have everything in file and keep some files. Yeah, it's impressive too, because if you because of you guys are youth, nobody's expecting y'all to have this. So y'all have a heads up on the proper way to do things, and that'll be very impressive to somebody that wants to use anything that you have shot.
Mhm.
So do you create your own release form or do you like download it from someplace?
We're gonna supply you with release forms. I guess it'll be on this week. If you go to Randy, when he gets back to his location, he's gonna give us some standard, basically standard boilerplate release forms, and we're gonna post them on post them on our resource page, and we'll post them on uh, Google Classroom. So sometime by the middle of the week, they'll be posted on there, and you just be able to download. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we'll help you all out with that.
I thought you did class.
What? You were frozen.
Am I? Oh, you were frozen too. I think my internet is. That's I feel like there's a lot of information that was put out in this class today.
Yep. And it's being recorded, and it'll be on YouTube, and it'll be posted into.
So before we wrap up, Naomi, Zai, do you guys have any more questions?
You know how in YouTube videos, if it's like if someone is like pranking someone and the person like cusses or something, and you know how they block out the word, how do you do that?
I can show you real quick. I'm gonna share my screen and go back to the video. It's better to show you than to tell you. All right. I want to take out a word. Can y'all see my screen?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Let's see if I take out.
Literally, like no iPad works.
I'm gonna take out works. I'll mute it. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I want to. No, I'll do it this way. All right. So I'm gonna see. I'm going right before the word works. I'm gonna cut and go at the end of the word. Cut. And I want to mute this one by itself. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out. All right. That works. Nope, it didn't mute. Hold on. Not it. Sorry. Trying to fade the audio out.
Works.
All right, here we go. All right, so let me start over. So basically what I just did was I went to the beginning of the word, I cut it. I went to the end of the word, cut it. If you video, you click it, go to these little 3 lines here, go to the audio, and it have these bars here for volume, these dots. I just drag those down to 0 and
iPad work.
Yeah, so it just cuts it out.
Like literally no.
And then what people do is they take a sound effect, that
work.
beeping noise, and just lay it over top of that. So that's pretty much, yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
Good question.
Thank
Yep,
you.
that is a good question.
Any other questions?
No.
All right.
Well, this is a great class.
Yeah, great job, man. That
YouTube videos. You froze on me, Jordan.
Oh, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. I see you now. You're moving.
Oh yeah, I just said great job.
Appreciate it. All right. So I guess that will be it. I would love to see some YouTube videos from you guys. Definitely. And we can probably look at them next week.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'll be back at home with stable internet.